think we're live. I believe this is working. Hope you... Okay. Alright, let's see if this is working. Oh, someone's here. Hello. This is kind of out of the blue, but I'm doing a little bit of an early Christmas stream. Because I'm not going to be, like, streaming on my break. So, we're going to wait a minute for people to join. Just got home from my only class for school this morning. Tomorrow is my last day of the semester. Alright, we're gonna still wait a bit, because, seems like only one person is here, or at least one person is in chat. Let me just... I don't think I can see how many people are watching the stream in OBS right now. It doesn't show me, it just shows me the chat. Maybe pull it up on my phone. There are like a few people watching. Still, we're gonna wait a few minutes, see if any more people show up over time, because I just went live. Real quickly, I'm gonna grab a snack, because I barely had breakfast today. Okay, I'm back. 5 people, yeah. So I'm just gonna be chilling. Not much going on. I'm still in a weird state with YouTube. I'm like not fully back, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever at this point. Just kind of whenever I feel like it, I'm doing YouTube, but I'm not as committed. I say this like every stream nowadays because I'm, you know. Oh no, an ad. How dare you interrupt my stream music? Alright, we're good. Eating some pretzels. So... You can hear me chewing. This is weird. It's 10:30 now, so I imagine some people are still in school, but like this is really the only time that I'm really available to stream. Let's talk about the... Hold on. Let me just check how many people are here. I don't know if I should give it... If I should give it more time. I don't know. I'll just have to hope that people are joining. You know, I might actually just share the stream with some people. Just hope it gains some traction. Live. live now. Okay, just sharing the stream with people. You haven't had breakfast yet either? Damn. Yeah. It's just, for me, it's because this week I kind of had a little bit of an anxiety flare up. You know, it's stuff I'm working on. So I kind of lose my appetite. I don't know, the past couple days have just been kind of weird for not just me. I mean, stuff just kind of happened with a lot of people. Like me with anxiety. So a girl got like really badly injured at a gymnastics competition that my sister was a part of, so that was yikes. Now like half of the family are getting like sick because it's that time of year. One of my sister's teachers is sick. Oh, I know this teacher as well, but so like, you know, it's that, you know, stuff goes around. It's, you know. But, you know, we got to focus on. You have to been to any of your streams before. Glad to be here. Well, welcome to this. If this is your first stream, welcome. It's kind of boring. I mean, when there are more people here, I usually have more interactions with the chat. Usually people are like asking me questions and then we're just kind of discussing things. Sometimes I'll be in like a VC and see if any other people might join, but looks like today it's just me for now. We're just kind of, and I'm just kind of chilling. Oh, someone else joined. Welcome. Nice day for streaming, ain't it? Yeah, I guess it's I don't think I'm doing anything particularly Christmas for the stream. It's just, you know, it's just the stream for Christmas time. What do you guys, oh, so maybe I'll, you know, what are some of y'all Christmas plans? I just said y'all, I'm not even Southern. What are your Christmas plans, guys? Oh my goodness, these ads! Stop. It's unskippable! No! I'm just muting the ads. I don't want to risk anything. Oh my goodness. I hate when I get multiple... Okay, at least the second ad was skippable. Alright. They're interrupting my stream music with ads. It sounds like I'm breaking up? Wait, what? Shoot. Well, let me pull up the stream on my phone. Is the audio quality bad? They're interrupting my stream music with ads. Sounds like I'm breaking ads. I don't want to risk anything. I just pulled up the stream on my phone. It seems to be fine. It could be your like connection. Try maybe refresh the stream. Hello, another person joined. Yeah, if the stream, refresh the stream because I hear that like YouTube sometimes acts weird. You you know, it's YouTube being YouTube. If something is going on your end, try refreshing it. Still gotta finish setting up some decorations for the tree. I lost a few. Those ads are annoying. Wait, you haven't? You've only just started decorating your tree now? It's December 17th. No, we usually set it up like right after Thanksgiving. This year we set it up earlier in November, which I know is a sin, but you know, it's just a way of boosting morale and spirits, because we did it in earlier in November because November is just a really depressing month weather-wise. Nothing really happens. You know, I was in a kind of a slump with like school and everything, and I was just like checked out, and so putting up the tree was like, yay, we got some happiness. So like that's kind of what we did. Sounds okay. I didn't hear it break up. Okay, so whoever said that the stream was breaking up, try refreshing it. Let me know if that works. Sorry, I gotta go. Oh, well, nice of you to stop by. Have a good rest of your day. Merry Christmas. I understand that this time for streaming doesn't always work out for everyone, so it's kind of annoying that I can't find a better time. Oh no, it's decorated. Just put some of my personal ornaments on it, but misplaced them last year. Oh, okay. Still looking. I get it. All right. Yeah, I have like a mini tree like in my room, and I have like some personal ornaments on it, but like more recently, like a couple weeks ago, I got I think it was last week, I got an ornament from my Bible study club at school, and I just put that up on the tree. So like sometimes, like if I get something, I'll just, you know, put it up. Love your videos, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you don't have to go? Okay, nice. Do you guys have any big plans for the winter break? Of course, there's Christmas. And I also have to watch the rest of Stranger Things when it comes out, because oh boy. I don't know how many of you watched Stranger Things, but over Thanksgiving break, the first few episodes of the new season, the final season, came out, and I wouldn't say it was the best, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, and I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the rest to come out. So, what's going to happen this stream? Not much. It's just I'm just chatting. Maybe with a bit of a focus on like Christmas, but it's chatting. Can't remember Christmas break. Wait, I remember Christmas break. I fell behind after canceling Netflix years ago. The money. Oh yeah, streaming services are like expensive now, because COVID happened for like a year or two, and then that's when it blew up because everyone was at home, and then people started going outside again, and now streaming services are like, we're like struggling financially, had to readjust, canceling stuff, firing people, and jacking up prices. And they're still jacking up prices now, which is just kind of annoying. Especially with like Disney Plus, which like they don't even need to invest as much money. Come on, does Disney of all companies really need to increase the price of its streaming service? Like, I mean, I guess the way that they're screwing up their parks. But still, I doubt Disney Plus makes them the most revenue out of everything. So, I don't know. Streaming services are just annoying. It's just the companies doing whatever they're doing, whatnot. Oh yeah, I'm going to Disney World again this New Year's, which is exciting, and I'm very fortunate to do that. It's crazy. Um, I went last year. I'm going again this year. Um, that's gonna be fun. You don't have to answer, but what? Huh? What's your home country? If you feel comfortable disclosing that, America. That doesn't narrow it down a lot. So, America's a big country, so that could be like literally anywhere. Another ad. Stop. Get off of my stream music. You look like Mr. What's It. Okay. Stop. Oh my goodness, it's two unskippable ads. What does the world come to? Okay. But yeah, I live in America. I'm comfortable also saying I live in the Eastern Standard Time time zone, which is, I guess it's nice for you guys to know that. So like, you know, like what times, like why I stream at a time, like what time it is for me. But that's not really a dox to me. America's a huge country. But, so is the East Coast. I mean, the eastern majority of the population is in the East, so. Yeah, but Russian and Canadian people have more landmass. Yeah, true. But America has more people than Russia and Canada. Combined, I don't know, but they definitely have more, maybe. But we have more we're larger by population, but also by land mass, we are also still a pretty big country. We're definitely up there. Especially with like Alaska, but even without Alaska, still a pretty big country compared to most countries. Like, I guess that's why a lot of Americans like don't. It's interstate travel is like international travel for non-Americans. I guess like if you live in like a European country, you're gonna be like Italy. You live in Italy or something. You go to Germany or you go to France. You go to Spain or something like that. Like you're like uh it's like traveling across countries that are it's like shorter distances. They're smaller countries, but like America, if you're like in Florida and you want to go to like Georgia or South Carolina or Texas or New Jersey even or like all the way out to California or something, like you're it's like you're all it's these vast distances, but you're all like you're in the same country. So it's like interstate travel is almost like international travel, I guess. I don't know. I've never gone to another country before. At some point in my life, I should probably go to Italy. That's where a majority of my heritage is from. Um, I think my family has like gone to Italy like before I was even born in the past, and they have a lot of history there. Especially me since I love learning about like the Romans. So like going to Italy would be a really cool experience. America's huge. Just spend 17 hours driving from New York to Orlando once. Very big. Yeah, I drove. Well, not me specifically, but like, we drove like me and the family, like 12-hour drive somewhere once. We like stopped at like a motel overnight. So 6 hours one day, 6 hours the next day. The rest of the family flew, and usually with long distances like that, we would fly. But I guess it was like prices too expensive, and we at that time, this was like still during like this is like the tail end of COVID. We didn't really want. I guess it wasn't really in our budget to fly at that time, so we drove, and it was an experience. It was like a road trip, going through all these different states. We didn't really stop anywhere, but like it was still interesting to like be in like these different states and like experience like these communities like I'd never seen before. So, That good idea to stop. That drive drained me. Yeah, long drives can definitely do that. They can be draining. So, anyways, back to what are you guys doing for Christmas? You guys excited for Christmas? What's something you guys want for Christmas? I did this at the end of last stream. I read out like some things on my Christmas list. Thanks for the GeoGuessr emoji. What's with all the emojis? Why is everything emojis? Why is everyone just chatting in emojis now? The new Darkstalker graphic novel. Oh yeah, hell yeah, that's a good choice. I don't have that. I don't know. I don't read the graphic novels. I kind of want to get the Darkstalker one, but I don't know. It's not really. I'm not like urgently rushing to get it. I'm not really urgently rushing to get it right now. I don't know, but it looks really good. It looks really good. I think I much prefer the Darkstalker graphic novel style to the mainline series, with the exception of what they did to the chins. They made them look like Habsburg royals with their chins. If any history buffs might get that joke. Like, just look up Habsburg chin. Just like the Habsburgs in Austria just had like they made Darkstalker a Habsburg, which is kind of funny. Weird stylistic choice, but other than that, the art looks pretty solid. Hoping to get the first arc special editions of Wings of Fire. Yeah, I have the limited edition for the first one, but I don't think I'm getting the rest of them. For me personally, like, the extra content wasn't really that much. Like, it was like a Q&A. I feel like I heard a lot of those Q&A questions before, so I kind of knew most of it. The scrapped prologue that they included, in my opinion, is worse than it's worse. It's not as good as the one that actually made it into the book. That's my opinion. I get that it's like a cool like behind the scenes thing, but like I don't know. It wasn't doing it for me. I mostly got the book for the art on the cover, which a little upset that they didn't have unique art for the rest of them. That would have been so cool. Getting new art for all the Dragon Knights of Destiny, but we're not getting that, sadly. So, I don't know. I don't really have any motivation to get those books. Me and my family going to visit another family in Nebraska. Cool. I have never been to Nebraska. I think that might be on my like list of like states I would like to visit sometime. I have like an image, like a map that I filled out with like that's color coded with like states I've been to, states that I want to go to, and states that like I've driven through but don't technically count, as everyone yells at me. If you drive through a state, it doesn't count as a visit, apparently. So I've accepted that. But okay, where's the image? Hello, where are you? Ah, yeah, Nebraska's on my list. I don't remember why. I think there was probably like some like I think there was like a museum or something there that I wanted to visit. I don't remember why. Also, I just kind of want to get a taste of like the Midwest. Like I have Nebraska on my list. I have South Dakota on my list. I mean nothing's there, but that Mount Rushmore. I want to see like Mount Rushmore. Iowa's on my list. Ohio's on my list. Tennessee looks really fun. Just in general, I want to go to Tennessee at some point. I've been to a lot of states on the East Coast. I live on the East Coast, but I've been to a lot of states on the East Coast. Uh, I haven't been to all of them though. There are still some that I would, I guess, visit someday. Of course, I want to visit Texas. I just want to get the Texan experience. It looks like a really fun place. And then some other states out more in like the mountain area, because they have a lot of like beautiful national parks and stuff. Like shoot, what's it called? Well, there's the Grand Canyon in Arizona. I hear it's also really good for stargazing in Arizona. Only issue is it's really hot in Arizona. Utah has, I believe Utah has something. I don't remember what it is though. I don't know. I think there was a national park or some area in Utah I wanted to see that looked cool. I don't remember what it is at the moment. Wyoming has Yellowstone. California has Yosemite. So those are like, those would be cool places to visit. So stuff like that. At some point in my life, just to venture out west, go west, you know. Yeehaw. I'm gonna manifest destiny all over the map. Can confirm Arizona is very hot. I have a friend in Arizona. Yeah, that's like most of the things I hear about Arizona. It's like the stereotype that Arizona is just, everyone in Arizona is constantly just on fire. And it's like hot. I lived in New Mexico for my first 9 years. I don't know much about New Mexico, to be honest. I know it's right next to Arizona. I imagine it's pretty similar in terms of like weather and climate. I imagine it's pretty hot. It's like right next. I know it's right next to Arizona. I'm also scared. I said yeehaw too. Also, I was thinking Oregon Trail. Oh, Oregon? I never really thought about going to Oregon. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like the eastern side of Oregon has like some beautiful nature. Like the whole like northwest, like Pacific Northwest, like Cascadia region has like some beautiful landscapes. But I don't know. Never really thought of much in Oregon, really. But Oregon Trail, I mean, like venturing out west. Yeah. Should definitely do that at some point in my life. I dated myself. I was thinking Oregon Trail, that little DOS game from the 90s. I don't know what you're referring to. Wait, from the 90s? Wait. Oh, wow, you're old? Huh. Wait, I'm looking this up. Oregon Trail game. Skip ad. Let me see. There are a lot of them. 2021, 2011, 2009, 2001, 2000, 1998, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 85, 71. Were you born in the 90s? Damn. That would make you among, I was almost going to say the second, but I think more, definitely more than the second Wings of Fire community people who are from the 90s. I thought I was on the older end of things, but there are people older than me, I guess. A lot of YouTubers are like either same age as me, slightly younger, or like a decade older. Have you been to Florida? Yes, I have several times. I've been fortunate enough to go to Walt Disney World more times than I can count. Well, I can count, but I've gone a lot. I've become a Disney adult, so take that as you will. I would like to have an experience of going to Florida outside of Disney World at some point. Like I learned a few years ago, I learned about like what's it called, like Sanibel Island or something. It's like a little like quiet, like nice tropical island in Florida. It's like right next to the mainland though, so because I can't do islands that are far away from the mainland. That's why like I'll never do a cruise or anything. But it's like right there. I want to like at some point I want to like explore Florida more than just Disney World. Especially since I would really like it if I become fortunate enough to like have a home down there for like so I can migrate south for winter. Uh I don't think I could ever bear being in Florida in the summer. Like I've gone in April a lot. It's really hot. If in case you can't tell, I live up north then. But it's really hot in the summer from what I hear. So I would I don't know. Living in Florida sounds kind of cool to me, and like I would do that like off season, like fall snowbird. Yeah, I would be a snowbird. I don't cuz I can never like truly leave like my own town that I grew up in. Like I love it. This place is my home. I lived in the same house for like 98% of my life. I mean, when I was an infant, I lived with we all lived with my grandparents, but for like practically speaking, basically my whole life I've lived in the house I live now, the town I live now. And I love it here. I'm like the only person who actually wants to stay here after college and everything. But it'd be nice to have a home in Florida too to go to, but that's only if I ever end up fortunate enough. And who knows what life will be like. So it would be nice, but I can't guarantee that that's something that I can do, especially because the housing market has sucked for like so long now. So my generation cannot afford a home. So I just finished finals. I don't know if any of you are in college, but it's final season. Um I had a math final last week. I had a history final last week. I don't know if this music is too loud. That music might have you may have not heard anything I just said because of that music. Oops. It's allowed to me at least. But and I had a Spanish final a couple days ago. Um so I did surprisingly well, so at least I'm glad I can that is over. Uh I worry for the future. My generation got screwed on home ownership too. At least you like your town. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up buying my house from my parents if they ever want to, because if they end up wanting to like move out when they're older or like go somewhere else, or I would end up buying. I would buy the house from them from a cheaper price. Because there's no way. I mean, I don't even want to go to a different home. Like I like it here. I'm like the only person I know. Like the stereotype is kid grows up in small rural town, wants to leave for big city experience and get away from the family. I like, but like I like it here. I like much prefer rural towns. What's kind of like suburban, rural, whatever. But I like this community. I like this environment. I like being around my family. We all live in the same. Most of our family lives in like the same state, so like it's cool how we can always see each other. you know I don't like cities. I'm sorry. I've been to multiple cities. I've been to New York. I've been to Boston. I've probably been to a couple others that are like not as major, but I've been to different cities in like the Northeast. I don't like them. Although Boston was kind of cool. They had I went to see a lot of historical stuff there. Boston was kind of cool. It was a bit cleaner. I've been to New York a few times. I don't like it. Uh, I don't like it. I've been to Boston a couple times. I like some aspects of it. I don't like other aspects of it. In both cities, I didn't really feel safe at all times. I did go to the Museum of Natural History in New York once, though, and that was pretty cool. But, like, honestly, that's, like, the only thing I would go there for. Like, there's nothing else. There's no other reason for me to visit New York. Like, I don't like it. It's very claustrophobic. It's dirty. It's a lot of crime. It's not a good environment for me. There's like, what would I do in New York? Like, what would I do? Like, honestly, it's not for me. It's just, cities aren't for me. At least Boston had a lot of historical stuff to visit. I mean, New York probably does too, but like, I don't know. New York just, it's not doing it. The vibes, I don't want to go there. So, I'll be perfectly fine staying in a town and not a big city. I don't like big cities. Yeah, me neither. Every fantasy movie or book ever. Oh yeah, the thing I was talking about, kid wants to move out. That's like the plot of It's like the plot of every like Hallmark movie that my mom watches. Main character wants to go to big city but has to be stuck in small home or small childhood rural town, and the main character wants to go to big city for big job, but then the main character falls in love with someone, and the little bake shop is under threat by big business incorporated. They're gonna buy Christmas, and we have to work together to like in a baking contest to save Christmas. And I'm gonna go back to the big city life, but I'm actually not, because it's all the same. So like that's like the joke about like how like it's like the Hallmark movie formula that what I discovered is that the Disney movie Cars follows the same formula. Lightning McQueen wants to go to like the big city stuff in California, and he gets stuck in the little Radiator Springs, and he hates it and he wants to leave, but he falls in love with it, and then he eventually stays. It's like the same thing. Don't blame me. New York is rough though. Traffic kills me. Don't forget rats. Yeah, I haven't seen any rats when I went, although to be fair, my memory of it is very faint. I've only ever gone there like a couple times in my life. I think I was mostly like I was young. And then I think like nearly a year ago, like earlier at the beginning of this year, I went to go to the Museum of Natural History. I didn't see any rats. I don't know if I saw any rats when I went like many years ago. I don't remember. I mean, I was probably in the car most of the time, because it's not really a nice place to walk in either. Just, I don't know, everything about New York in the nowadays just kind of sucks, except for the Museum of Natural History, because I'm a nerd. Boston is better, but it's not great. I don't know, it's still the same city environment, but Boston has like all these historical stuff from the Revolutionary War. It's got like these old like ships. It's got all these historical sites, like it's got the Freedom Trail. It's got Paul Revere's house. It's got like the place, I forgot what the building is called, where they read the Declaration of Independence, like the Boston Massacre site. It's got all these things in it. There's also like Plymouth not too far away that I visited when I was in Boston one time. And they also have like Salem too. So like that area I prefer, because it's got a lot more historical, it's a lot more interesting, it's a bit more open as well, and it feels cleaner. So, but all in all, rural is superior to urban, and nothing will change my mind. I much prefer, we got nature, we got smaller, quieter, nicer places, we got, it's nice, you know? It's open. It's chill. At least we got pizza in the Museum of Natural History. I don't know if I've ever had New York pizza. So, I don't know. I don't know if I ever had. I don't think I had pizza when I was there. So, I cannot speak on that, but I know it's pretty well known for pizza. Yeah, we went to the Museum of Natural History. This happened when, like, my sister earlier this year started getting into, like, the movie Night at the Museum, and then I was kind of into that too for a little bit. Like, after back in, like, the senior year of high school, I had a forensic science class, and we just kind of, and we had like an interactive like crime scene project, and it was like themed to that, and we just kind of watched the movie at the end of the year, which was fun. So like we kind of got into that movie, and then we went to the actual place, and we're like, oh look, it's the thing from the movie. So yeah. Well, I think today's just not. It's early. Oh, I think the song is ending. There are only 6 people watching right now. I'm not. Oh, Merry Christmas. I'm not ending the stream yet. Don't worry. I was just kind of checking the analytics. Merry Christmas. I'm going somewhere this weekend. I'm going away to like. I'm not gonna say where because it would actually kind of dox. It's a place that's like it's not close to me like really, but like I'm not gonna say where it is I'm going, but I'm going to a place and it's really nice. It's usually a place that we visit a lot at different times of the year. But around Christmas, it's a really cozy vibe. So I'm going away for the weekend to this nice town. I don't even know what state you live in. Yeah, I've revealed it to some people. Like that, like I talk to a lot, but I don't reveal it to like the public, at least not now. You guys just know like the general region, you know. Like I said, I live on the East Coast, and I was saying I live up like in the northern half of that, but like as evident by like, but I've been all over the East Coast. I've been to Florida, been to New York, been to Massachusetts, been to South Carolina, been to Washington D.C., been to Virginia. So I've been all up and down the East Coast. Um, but I'm not. I don't think I would reveal what state I'm from. I know some people do reveal that information, but I'm being safe and comfortable by keeping some of that stuff a bit more private. I sense an ad. Oh wow, it's an ad for Massachusetts, huh? It's almost like the devices are listening to us. It's got a travel ad for Massachusetts. They want me to go back. I actually drove to Massachusetts a long drive. I've driven a lot of places, so it's not even that's not doxing me, because a lot of, with the exception of Florida, everywhere I've traveled to on the East Coast was by car. So, including that 12-hour drive. So, but I've driven all the way out to Massachusetts once to meet 2ET Sutherland. I want to go drive out to Washington D.C. again though. I've been there a few times. I've been there a few times when I was younger, like at this point probably like 10 years ago or more. I had relatives that lived there, but they moved elsewhere. They moved to like I won't say where, but like they used to live there. They moved elsewhere. So we used to go and visit them. Well, they lived technically in Maryland, but like they lived like right by Washington D.C. And we would always go there when we visited them. So I want to go there again now that I'm like an adult, and now that I've become a history buff and a nerd. I just want to visit there again. You know? Although there also is the issue of like crime, but I don't know if it's as bad as it used to be though. So, but it's a thing for every like major city. It's something you have to worry about. But I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. I don't know. Why haven't I gotten any ads? Oh, on the stream? No. Oh, I'm playing background music on the stream on YouTube, and it's just like an hour, and that video that I'm playing on YouTube has ads. So that's what happens. You wouldn't be getting ads on the stream itself. Just the video I'm listening to with the music in the background of my stream gets sometimes has ads. That's what it is. I don't know what to talk about. I can only talk for so long. Quick, someone say something that will get me talking for a long time. Food. Food. Okay, that's a topic. I don't know. Something weird about me is that I'm Italian, but I don't like pasta. At least in most cases. And that's kind of crazy. Although I do like some stuff like manicotti. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Manicotti. Look it up. That's something that I do eat. It's a tradition in like our family since my great grandmother. It's pretty good. That's something that I'll eat. Manicotti. It's Italian. Italian American cuisine. It's pretty good. All right, favorite Christmas song. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Silent Night? Oh, no, Carol of the Bells. Carol of the Bells. Carol of the Bells is great. Silent Night is up there, I'd say. Um, yeah, Carol of the Bells dominates, I would say. What's your favorite Wings of Fire book and why? Uh, so Darkstalker is my favorite. I think it's far above the rest of the books. I think it's a really emotional story. It's really unique. It's longer. I love the world building and the society it builds. I love the emotion, how it's like a kind of a darker story. I love how it cycles between 3 different perspectives. I think that's really cool and unique. I love the amount of how it shows like it's like the hero's fall. Like Darkstalker is like this kind of Anakin Skywalker figure, and it's really emotional, especially the ending. But in the mainline series, my favorite is the Dark Secret. One, because it's starring Starflight, and he's best boy, you know. But also, you know, it's just super relatable for me when I'm reading it. Like if I'm just like Starflight, like reading Starflight's thoughts. It's like, am I just reading an inner monologue of myself? But yeah, I thought the Dark Secret was interesting. A lot of people say it's boring. They don't really like it. I think it's underrated. I think Starflight's character arc is great. I think he has some of the best character arcs in the entire series. I think the story is really cool. I love the plot twist. I think it's really good. It's the climax. That is the issue. Does have a climax which leaves book 5 like kind of underwhelming and it loses momentum. That is an issue. But I will still say I was satisfied with book 4. The Dark Secret was a pretty good book. And the ending also sad. You know, I'm going through Darkstalker. Okay, I won't spoil anything for you then. I don't know where you are in the book, but it's a really good book. I hope you're enjoying it, because I certainly really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I think we're gonna go till 11:30, because at some point I'm gonna have to go up and pick up my sister from school, and I gotta eat lunch still. So, we'll go till 11:30. That sounds good to everyone. And to finish the Darkstalker graphic novel. Yeah, I heard great things about that. I was talking about that before. It looks really good. Hello, looks like someone new joined. Hi. Welcome to the stream. We're kind of wrapping up. We're like in like 10 minutes, but you're welcome to stay. We're just kind of chatting. Hello, comment. I am shamed down about that. Oh, hey, I know you. Nice stream. Who's your most hated Wings of Fire character? Oh boy, that is a question. Most people say Whirlpool as their most hated, and I get that. He's definitely on the list, but I actually have someone different. I am talking about the idiot herself, the it's okay if children get abducted herself, Mrs. Sleepy Magnificent. I hate her so much. She's like the embodiment of like the kid who falls asleep in the back of the class and is called on to answer a question. I hate her so much. When like a while ago I did a video on like Rain Wings, and and half of it was just me dunking on Magnificent and all who came before her. To be fair, it's not entirely her fault. Like, she's just the latest in the line of bad queens since Jacaranda decided to screw up. Jacaranda decided, you know what? I hate this kingdom, and I'm going to change it fundamentally. And then we ended up with a rotating monarchy, which I call an oligarchy, of a bunch of queens who don't know. Okay, I gotta keep this. I gotta keep this PG. Who don't know their behind from their elbow, and they can't read, they can't write. Everyone is super lazy. They don't even let you use venom. They don't care about anything. They don't realize that dragons are being abducted right under their noses. Like, come on. There's a plan. The Nightwings are literally planning an invasion of your kingdom, and they're kidnapping dragons to perform experiments on them. And you're like, what? This, you don't bother me for my midday nap. Like, and Magnificent is the embodiment of that. I hate her. I hate her so much. And Glory was 100% vindicated when she yelled at her and she went off on her. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Ugh. Anyways, that is my least favorite character. Screw Magnificent. Screw Grandor. Well, Grandor. I think Grandor is overrated. I think she created part of the problem. But screw Magnificent. Screw Grandor. Screw Exquisite. Screw the whole gang. The whole squad of stupid idiots. Big dumb stupid idiots. Glory to Glory. Long live the rainforest. Revive the rainforest. Glory forever. We need a rule where Glory has to stay in power for life. Just because Glory is so exceptionally good, no one should be allowed to challenge Glory. Then after Glory, if she dies of old age or steps down or whatever, then you can go back to normal. Could we just keep Glory forever though? Like, she got the Ice Wings and Nightwings to stop fighting. Well, kind of. They weren't actively fighting, but like they hated each other as always. And she like kind of had like, she kind of tried, it made them get along. Like she had like a thing, she met with like Queen Glacier and she like, and like, they kind of like became chummy with each other. So it's that she's trying to like make things good, you know, until Darkstalker came around and then it, you know, went back to crap again when they started fighting again. But, you know, eternal glory. Yes! That's a great phrase. Eternal glory. We need to keep Glory as queen for eternity. Which means we need to stop Fate Speaker from trying to kill her for the 50th time. Who's my favorite character then? Starflight. This is a pretty well-known fact about me. Anyone who knows me knows this. No spoilers, please. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I might have accidentally given R2 spoilers. My bad. Hopefully I was vague enough, so... Is this another ad in the background? Yeah, it is. Alright, let me calm down now after I going on that rant. Okay. Oh, hello. We got a new person, Andoch. Hey, I think I know you too. Hello. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I don't think I ever knew how to pronounce it. Welcome to the stream. We're ending in like 5 minutes, but you're welcome to stay. Was it book 10? Yeah, it was, yeah, book 10. Spoilers by accident. I hope I was vague enough. I keep forgetting that people are at different stages of the books. I'm sorry about that. Deathbringer approved. Oh yeah, Deathbringer. Well, Deathbringer actually is the number one glory simp. Deathbringer is like the yes man. He will walk around like, okay, whatever. Shall we give Darkstalker a nuke again? Oh great, we're back with this discussion. All right. No. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. All right, last call for chats, everyone. I think we're going to hang around for a few more minutes. Hanging around for a few more minutes. Hanging around. Who should get the marketable plushie treatment next? I don't know. I haven't been following the plushie things. I don't know. I haven't been interested. All right. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. You know, this time of year is very special. I think we should all remember that. I don't want to sound cliche, but let's just, you know, like, be kind, be humble, reflect on things. I pray that you guys will have a great break and that you guys will all be able to flourish. So, wrapping things up now. So, have a good one. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. God bless.